I'm looking at the stunning Lexus LFA. I've been a big fan of this car ever since I first saw it. I remember being told that when the original Lexus team had a design brief, it was to design a car that James Bond would drive. Do you know if there's any truth in that?
Could well be. It certainly looks like a car he could drive. It's certainly got the refinement of Lexus in there, which James Bond's known for, as well as the power. But I don't know any more than that, I'm afraid.
And presumably it packs the same sort of punch.
Certainly more than enough punch for him in there. 560 horsepower is probably more than enough for him to do anything he needs with it.
Absolutely. 0 to 60 time, top end?
I don't think that we've ever published a figure of top end. It certainly goes as fast as you ever need it. 0 to 60 under 4 seconds, so certainly quick enough.
Adequate, as
Yes.
Rolls-Royce used to say.
Yes, definitely.
That's wonderful. Any sort of trick suspension, damping settings and so on?
Not as such. We've just developed it right. We just spent a lot of time on the roads in America and in Europe and around places like the Nürburgring racetracks, just to make sure that under any circumstances the car is anything you need. So there's nothing trick, because we don't need anything trick on it.
In terms of race series, any plans for the LFA to compete?
Nothing that we really know about at the moment. The car itself, as part of its development, was raced over in Germany on the Nürburgring as part of its development process.
Sure.
But no further plans just at the moment that we're aware of.
Rob, standing outside the car, impressed though I was, I'd been wondering how a car like this could cost £360,000, but sitting inside it, I'm beginning to understand.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, although it's the fastest car, it still has to have the Lexus quality inside. We still want it to be relatively luxurious, so that's part of it. I mean, but a lot of the money goes into the engineering as well. It's the stuff you can't see, the effort we've put into the bits under the bonnet, so to speak, as well. So there's a combination of both.
Sure. Tell me a little bit about the engine, where it's derived from and so on. Is it unique?
It's a bespoke engine for the car. It's something that's been specially developed for the car in conjunction with Yamaha, as Toyota and Lexus have done for many, many years. That they're known for producing Formula 1 engines, race engines, motorbike engines, but also known for the musical instrument side, part of the same company. So not only does it rev really, really well, produce a lot of power, but it also sounds fantastic as well, which is part of the sort of image of the car, part of the appeal of the car.
I can imagine. And in terms of top limit of the rev range, where does that sort of end up?
Certainly the far side of 9,000 RPM, which is heading towards sort of race car engine again. It's pretty high for a road engine to rev that high.
Well, we're talking about sort of Ferrari stuff, aren't we, effectively?
Yeah, I mean it's a similar type of power plant, really. It's a sort of power plant you'd find in other sports manufacturers as well.
Absolutely wonderful. And is there just one specification for the ISF?
Yes, yeah. We can do lots of things for customers, different colours, etc. But it's typical Lexus. You get a lot for the money anyway. So there's not an awful lot you really need in here other than what you get in choice of colour.
And the one thing that does strike me is that I've never been in an interior like this. You tend to see a lot of the big manufacturers ape each other a little bit. You can even see differences or similarities between the 458 and the McLaren. They're
Sure.
very, very similar. This is absolutely unique, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Lexus set out to do, is make a totally unique car that totally rewrote what's accepted in this class. If something's worth doing, do it, yes, but if we can create something new, then engineers and customers get something that's much better. Engineers learn a lot more out of it.
Is it a limited production run?
Yeah, there's only ever going to be 500 worldwide.
Okay, and in terms of how many do they aim to release per year?
They'll all be built pretty much through 2011. They'll be pretty much all built this year. A few start at the beginning of the year, and they build up through the rest of this year for the next couple of years. So all the cars are sold, so they're all allocated homes already.
And I understand that a lot of the testing was done at Nürburgring.
Yes, and so it's part of it. We do some tests on racetracks, as other manufacturers do. It gives us a good set of data to compare, because it's the same road all the time. But it was also done in Mount Fuji in America, in Japan, sorry, and also some racetracks over America as well as on the road around the world as well. It's not just been the Nürburgring, which most people in Europe will understand, but a lot of our cars, this car, the ISF, are done at Mount Fuji racetrack in Japan, which is as famous as Nürburgring if you're Japanese.
Absolutely. I can't thank you enough for the opportunity to sit in this car, and it really is a fantastic experience. Thank you so much.